Honeypuff's Holiday from Health by Jonathan Roberts. It was the last day of term, and Honeypuff was very excited about the holidays. He had worked hard all term and was looking forward to a chance to relax and play with his friends. It was the first day of his holiday, and Honeypuff's mummy messaged all his friends to invite them out to play. However, Honeypuff was so disappointed when he found out that all his friends were heading off on exciting holidays and trips. There was nobody left for him to play with. His mummy felt sorry for him, and so, as a treat, she let him stay up late for a movie night. She made him a big bowl of popcorn and gave him a big bottle of fizzy pop. Honeypuff felt much better. The next day, Honeypuff decided to stay in and play on his games console instead of going out. The more he practiced, the more progress he made through the game, getting to new levels he'd never reached before. It was tiring work, so Honeypuff helped himself to the crisps and sweets in the snack cupboard. For lunch, he had fast food from the burger shop while he watched cartoons. His mummy was cross when she found out he'd only drunk fizzy drinks all day and not a drop of water. Each night, he would go to bed later and later, watching YouTube videos until the early hours of the morning. One evening, his mother made him his favourite healthy tea, but he refused to eat it. "I don't want this," he yelled. "It's disgusting!" As the holiday went on, Honeypuff started to experience a few problems. When he went to the toilet, his wee was dark and smelly, and he had to sit on the loo for ages waiting to do a poo. It wasn't comfortable at all. By the time he returned to school, Honeypuff had changed shape. He struggled to get up early in the morning, had no time for breakfast, and couldn't run for the bus. As the bus pulled away, he was hot, sweaty, his heart was pounding, and he was wildly panting for breath. This was very unlike him. By the second lesson, Honeypuff could barely keep his eyes open. He was exhausted and started to fall asleep. His emotions were all over the place. At 9 a.m, he got upset and cried because Imran didn't let him use his green pencil. At 10 a.m, he erupted with rage when Boris said that his dad was taller. At 11 a.m, he felt very embarrassed and self-conscious when Olivia said she could smell something strange. At playtime, he didn't feel like playing with the other children, and they didn't feel like playing with him either. That evening, he was so tired and fed up that he went to bed early. His mummy couldn't believe her eyes. He'd never gone to bed early before. When she went in to check on him, he was already fast asleep. The next morning, his mummy made him a very balanced and healthy breakfast. He sat at the table with bright, wide-awake eyes and enjoyed every bite. The long night's sleep and healthy breakfast gave him such a lot of energy. He ran all the way to the bus stop and waited for the bus with a huge smile on his face. At break time, he couldn't believe it when he went to the toilet. He was in and out in no time. Yes, of course, he washed his hands. He had so much focus and energy during lessons. He had earned 8 class charts points by lunchtime. That evening, after school, he had so much energy left. Instead of getting out his game console, he went outside to play with his friends until his mum called him in for bed. As he lay down in bed, he realised he'd been happy all day. When he was asleep, he dreamt about being a strong superhero who could face any challenge, just like the hero he'd been all day. The next day, at breakfast, he was excited about his day ahead at school. and glad that his holiday from health was over.